Brasilia, despite being conceived as a machine for living, has been transformed by its inhabitants into a slightly different type of machine. Let's call this a Machinic City. Mechanical machines are usually designed to do one thing really well and in a predictable way. But imagine a machine that has the potential to reconfigure itself, sometimes unexpectedly, and perform several functions. Such a machine is of an abstract nature, as it does not have a defined form. Gerald Bronnick defines abstract machines as virtually real machines of possibility, pointing out that their potential is not derived from their sudden reconnection with reality. Instead, they enable bodies, or matter, and signs, or symbols and information to flow together. Abstract machines possess unrealized potential. Bronnick points out that the general meaning of the word machine, from the Latin machina and the Greek mechane, translates as means, contrivance, device. And therefore, the machine does not distinguish between material and immaterial means, but instead allows them to overlap and merge. Now imagine if you could assemble several of these machines together. You would end up with what Deleuze and Guattari defined as a machinic assemblage. In 1,000 Plateaus, Deleuze and Guattari associate the abstract machine with the conceptual device of the rhizome, which in turn is the key component of the theoretical framework of the machinic assemblage. The rhizome has no privileged point of view or stable homogeneity, as it constructs subjectivity out of multiple voices or actants. The rhizome is defined by a non-hierarchical multiplicity. It has neither subject nor object, and where there are no points or positions, such as those found in a structure, tree, or root, there are only lines. According to Deleuze and Guattari, rhizomes or multiplicities are defined by lines of flight that either reconfigure them or connect them to other rhizomes. The rhizome is representative of the value and potentia of the abstract machine, as opposed to the model of the root tree. The root tree symbolizes the binary logic of linguistics, dualisms, and homogeneity, where hierarchical structures remain in relative stability. And such stable structures are also associated with the mechanical interpretation of the machine. Imagine the master plan of Brasilia as a root tree, and its implementation and adaptation over the years as a rhizome, where different connections between people, ideas, buildings, and technologies enable lines of flight or unpredictable outcomes to emerge. The rhizome or multiplicity never allows itself to be overcoded, and they are defined by lines of flight that either reconfigure them or connect them to other rhizomes. The machinic assemblage provides a counterpoint to the machinist efficiency of the mechanical and electronic processes that mediate contemporary urban life. Such a machinic assemblage, I argue, enables us to contemplate a different kind of efficiency. It enables citizens to see, think, and feel in a different way, but not necessarily through a technically efficient way. And such an assemblage is capable of enabling meaningful encounters. Therefore, we can understand Brasilia as a machinic assemblage, or a Machinic City, or, as I would argue, a collection of machines with abstract potential. These include the urban, narrative, cybernetic, informational, capitalist, aesthetic, political, and many other machines. All these machines interact and displace each other through a process of distributed agency. Lucy Costa was surprised by how Brasilia's original plan was adapted by its inhabitants to their own needs. One only has to look at the paths carved out by pedestrians who, for several reasons, have ignored the existing footpaths built in Brasilia. This might be a very simple example, but it tells us a powerful story. People actively negotiate and appropriate urban space, reshaping even the strictest urban plans to their own social needs. In this short journey, I aim to explore how the tenets of modern urban planning apply to Brasilia, one of its biggest experiments, clash with the everyday life, desires and dreams of its inhabitants. Analyzing Brasilia as a machinic assemblage core collection of machines, I argue, enables us to better understand how people interact, live, and enjoy the living laboratory that is Brasilia.